Hello, this is Dave from Sprues and Brews with another unboxing video. And in today's unboxing video, we're going to be checking out Kill Team Salvation. So this was announced quite a while ago now. Not quite sure what the hold-up's been. However, it is here, it is with us, and it's ready to be unboxed. It's the latest box for Warhammer Kill Team. It features the Scouts for the Space Marines and the Striking Scorpions for the Eldar. Now, this box is, it's got both warbands in there, so we've got 10 in each warband. It also comes with some scatter scenery, as well as some rules and cards and things as well. Now, interestingly, at the same time as this pre-order, there is also a big box of scenery, which is the setting for Kill Team, which is like a rig, like out in the ocean sort of thing, which obviously works with these little bits of scatter scenery here. Straight off the bat, I don't know how I feel about them being in two separate boxes, because we've obviously got these scatter scenery here. It really needs, I think it really is going to work with that scenery that you can buy separately. And we'll go through the book soon. I've not been through the book yet, so I've no idea what it's going to contain. Well, I've got an idea, but, you know, what the rules and stuff are going to be like. But it's going to lean into that box, I think. So it's an interesting one. Let us know in the comments if you think there should have just been one box of all the scenery in this contents, or if you prefer the fact that there are two separate boxes. I mean, obviously this way, it's slightly cheaper. If, say, for example, you just want the models, maybe you're not too keen on the scenery in the new set, maybe you don't even really play Kill Team, then obviously this is a better way of doing it. But as we go through the contents, obviously we'll go through the book and we'll see what it contains. However, here we go. Our thanks to Games Workshop for sending this. We're going to get this open and check out all of the sprues and bits inside. So it's a big old chunky box, this. We've got a bag full of bases for our Scouts and our Scorpions, and we're going to delve straight into the sprues themselves. So you get 10 of each model. Let's check out this first sprue. So straight in, we've got some Striking Scorpions. These are really nice. Yeah, they look so cool. I mean, as soon as I saw the models on the preview, you know, I was maybe thinking about getting an Eldar army. I won't be pulling that trigger quite yet. Jay's going to be building and painting these for us. But my days, they are some lovely models. Spin that over. Those sort of chain swords, I don't know what they're called in the Eldar lingo. We've got some pistols there and stuff. All these aspects come with like these little statue things, which are very cool. So that's one sprue. Let's check out this next one. So we've got another Striking Scorpion there. To me, that looks like the same as these. So they look like two identical sprues there, I think. Maybe not. Maybe not, actually. Maybe that is a different sprue. Let's take a look at the... Bit of a closer look at that one. Spin that around. Got a bit of a base there, so maybe that's your Exarch. Very cool. So we've got 3 Striking Scorpion sprues so far. In fact, we've got another one here. A fourth one. Now, this one is identical to the one we've just looked at. So they are the same, those ones. Because again, you've got this little bit of base on there as well. Very cool. We'll move on to the next one, and it's the same as the first sprue that we looked at, because you've got the little statue thing there as well. Probably Eldar fans screaming at this video going, it's not a statue, but that's pretty much what it is, isn't it? It's very cool, very detailed kit. I'm loving the fact that these aspects are finally getting plastic models. Personally, I'm really looking forward to Swooping Hawks. Maybe that's when I'll pull the trigger on some Eldar. So it looks like we're moving on to the Space Marine Scouts now. So we've got a big old, very, very full sprue. With all the different pistols. We've got a sniper rifle there. Let's get that to focus. We've got knives. We've got bolt guns, bolt pistols, holsters. Now, ironically, I'm actually going to be painting these as Raven Guard. It's going to be my next 40k army going into the new year. So I'm hoping at the end of this video to show you a couple of painted examples in the Raven Guard scheme. I say that because the Raven Guard on the box, which is very cool. Spin that around. Again, get that to focus. Got plenty of different heads there. We'll probably see them in a bit more detail as we go through the instructions. Bring it over there. Very nice. Got some like weapons there for the belts. And obviously, yeah, shoulder pads. So that's very cool. And then I think we've got a second sprue, which I believe is identical. Oh no, maybe not actually. Can't remember seeing the grapple launch on the other one. You've got missile launch there as well. Little chain sword. Sniper rifle. Very nice and detailed kit. And they're pretty good in the new codex as well. I can't remember what they did before the 10th edition book, but you can redeploy these guys pretty easy, especially if you're Raven Guard. If you've got a very Phobos and Scout heavy army, which is what I'm planning on doing. We've then got a sprue of the scatter scenery. So again, these really would work better with the full scenery set. However, you know what, actually, I think they work quite well in a Gallo Dark or just a general Sector Mechanicus sort of board. Very big pieces of scenery. So yeah, they're nice. They're pretty cool. Very water themed, as they should be. We then got this. It's a shame they don't do the pictures anymore. There used to be pictures on these sort of dividers, but sadly not, I'm afraid. We've then got two sets of cards, which we'll have a quick look at in a moment. We'll take the cellophane off those. We have what appears to be a big pile of transfers. So we've got two, oops, sorry, move those out of the way. We've got two Raven Guard transfer sheets, which is handy, enough for all 10 Marines. We've got the full Space Marine transfer sheet there. Same one as we saw in the new starter box. We have, I think, I could be wrong, but that looks like a new Eldar Craft Worlds transfer sheet. It's dated 2022. Not sure if that's been included in any other kits, but there you go. So you got all your different key craft worlds there. You got some really nice iconography, all your aspects, some nice Eldar sigils and runes. That's really nice. Don't remember seeing that before, but it has been a while since I've had an Eldar kit. And then what's this? We've got a random piece of paper. Let's see what this says. Construction guide correction. Oh. Looks like there's a printing error in the contents in regards to base sizes. So that's what that is. Oh, there you go. There's a picture of the bottom there as well. Telling you what base they should actually be on. So that's cool. And then we've got a big packet. So this is all nicely packaged up. And it looks like we've got a lot of tokens, a book on our constructions and instructions with some tokens. So I think what we'll do first is we'll have a look at this. Then we'll have a quick look at the cards. And then we'll wrap up and hopefully we'll have a transition to some built models. Okay, so we've cleared the decks a little bit. I think what we'll do first is we'll have a look at the cards. So these are all your kill team stat cards. So we'll just slide this off. And let's check these out. So your standard Striking Scorpion Warrior. Your Exarch. Howling Banshee Warrior. So you don't get any Howling Banshees in here, but it's cool you got the cards here so you can mix and match your kill team. Dire Avengers. Dire Avenger Exarch. And moving on to the Scouts. Scout Tracker. With his little handheld device. Scout Sniper. Hunter with his grapnel launcher. Heavy Gunner with his heavy bolter. And your Sergeant. Cool, so they're all your kill team cards. I'm actually really looking forward to using the Scouts in kill team. I've only really used the Inquisitorial Agents so far. We've got two sheets of some pretty nifty looking tokens. So like all your Space Marine ones. And you've got some really nice Eldar ones there as well. Really like that colour. Very nice. Well, I'm sure we'll find out more about those in the main rules. We've then got the instructions. So have a very quick flick through these. It'll show you how to build all your different variants. So it's got your scenery building guide in here as well. So all your different options. Try and get out to focus. Very straightforward to build, the old Space Marine Scouts. It's cool that you get like 10 models in this. You should be able to build most, if not all, the different key personnel. Really nice detail kit. Can't wait to get these painted up in the Raven Guard scheme, as you can see there. Hopefully mine will look pretty similar. Fingers crossed. Maybe not quite as nice. And then we move on to the Blades of Khaine, which are striking scorpions. All their different variants. Oh, and you've got options for Ynnari as well on the sprue. Ynnari striking scorpions. I like that. Very cool. And then you get your instructions for building the scenery. Apologies if this keeps going out of focus. Not quite sure why it's doing that. Normally it behaves itself a lot better. So there are your instructions. We move on now to the probably the biggest part of the paperwork side. It's the rules for salvation. So if we flick that over, what does it say? Inside you'll find a data stack of lore, background on the ancient peoples of the Ashurian craft worlds. I'm terrible at pronunciation, sorry Eldar fans. Rules for fielding kill teams of Blades of Khaine and the Space Marine Scout Squads. All your data cards, mission rules, etc. And some photos of your minis. So let's open this up. Kill Team Salvation. Nice introduction. Always opens up with a bit of lore. Look at that. That's cool. Like that. The sort of planet that you're fighting on. Fate and Deliverance. So talking about the two different kill teams. Breaking down into the lore behind the scouts. So we've got a name squad there. Some inspiration. I love this like artwork that we've seen in all these kill team books. Looks really cool. So got some example warriors here. Operations, not warriors. Got a story. Got some painted examples of the scouts. Some names and sort of background for your kill team. I love these like narrative things that they put into the kill team books. A bit more lore. Then craft worlds. Again, breaking down your contents of your kill teams. Got an example kill team there. With some painted examples. Oh, I really like that. That's a really nice scheme. The traditional green. Some names and inspiration behind your kill team. And then we come into the core rules. So, also introduce some hazardous areas in the battlefield. So your scout kill team has 1 sergeant, and then you have 8 operatives. 8 operatives selected from the following list: heavy gunners, hunter, sniper, tracker, warrior. Other than warrior, your kill team can only include 1 of each operative. That's pretty standard. You got some unique tac ops. Which seem very scouty. Gather reconnaissance. An operative can perform this action while within hexagon of your opponent's drop zone and not within engagement range of any enemy operative. You got some unique abilities, forward scouting. Oh, that's cool. At the end of your setup operative step, you can select and resolve up to 5 forward scouting options. Setting booby traps and stuff, infiltrating. Very cool. Some unique strategic ploys and tactical ploys. Stealth relocation. It's like 1 friendly scout squad operative. You can immediately perform a free dash action. Raw physiology. Yeah. Then we've got the data cards, which we've just seen in printed form, but they're here in the book as well, just in case you lose those. We've got some unique equipment. Extra blade, crack grenades, targeting scopes. Some battle honours to bestow upon your squad specialists. Some rare equipment. Transpectral scanners. Shotgun shells. Incendiary shotgun shells. That's very cool. Strategic assets. Oh, look at this. Scout vehicles. At the end of the setup operative step, you can select and resolve an additional forward scouting option. Cool. Communication beacon. Some unique requisitions and some spec op stuff in there as well. And move on to Blades of Khaine. So you have one operative selection from the following list: Dire Avenger Exarch, Howling Banshee Exarch, or Striking Scorpion. And then you can have up to 7 selected from the following list. Okay, so you can have either of the 3 Exarchs from one of the Striking Scorpion Exarchs, Howling Banshee, or Dire Avenger. And then you can have a mix of Striking Scorpions, Howling Banshees, and Dire Avengers. That's cool. Archetype. This kill team can use a Seek and Destroy archetype. You can choose one of the following keywords. So Dire Avengers get Security, Howling Banshees get Recon, Striking Scorpions get Infiltration. It's got some unique tac ops, as well as strategic ploys, tactical ploys, and a special ability. Aspect techniques are unique abilities you will find over the following pages that are available to Blades of Khaine operatives with a relative keyword. So it's some special actions. So you got your Dire Avenger aspects and your 2 data cards for those. Raging Heart of the Dying Flame. Use this aspect technique when a friendly Dire Avenger operative that's injured or has had its APL characteristic negatively modified is activated. Until the start of your operative's next activation, ignore those modifiers. Very cool. We then got the Howling Banshee ones. We've got the data cards and their aspects. Shriek that kills. Use this aspect technique when a friendly Howling Banshee operative performs a shoot action. It's pretty good. And then your Striking Scorpions. So it's kind of like you've got these extra aspects to make up for the fact that you haven't got you haven't got any choice of operatives. You've just got warriors and an Exarch. So you've got these to kind of mix it up a little bit. I think I prefer having a unique sort of different looking warriors with different equipment and things. I mean, obviously you will have different equipment and stuff, but they're sort of different operatives. But still, I mean, they're really nice models, and it's a great way to play them in Kill Team. Some unique equipment, including plasma grenades, some battle honors there that you can gain. Rare equipment, Yanari Spirit Stone. It's very cool. Some unique strategic assets, along with some requisitions and some spec ops. Okay, so now it's going to break down some rules for the latest kill zone. So again, this would work perfectly if you had the second box full of scenery as well. Although these parts you can get from Sector Mechanicus. And you've also got your scatter scenery there as well. That's the board that you get with the scenery set. So it's got a hazardous area. And then your outer gantries. Oops, sorry, I keep knocking the camera. Ooh. Infiltration is a map-based campaign system used alongside your games of Kill Team. Players will need to play games of Kill Team and secure intel while avoiding the planet's mini hazards. Oh, cool. And you've got all these special intel tokens, which we've previously seen. The amount, location, intel tokens depends on the number of players in the campaign. And then you've got sort of these different areas where your tokens go. Important for narrative, the campaign master is free to change the amount, location, and type of intel tokens. particularly in subsequent campaigns, obviously to mix it up a little bit. The players will place hazard tokens on the map as the campaign progresses. They indicate hazard effects for kill teams in that location and also slow teams down. And you can create your own tokens. Cool. And then how to play the campaign. See different rounds for that. So it's all about capturing, securing and stealing intel. First glance, it seems like quite an interesting campaign. What I'll do is I'll have a proper read of this and I'll include it in the written review over on spruesandbrews.com, which will also be linked in the YouTube description, so you'll be able to jump and check that out. But this is obviously the first time I've looked at this book, so not quite sure how it fully works, but it certainly does look very, very interesting and in the campaign based on the points that you've secured. Then you've got your mission pack. Again, would work perfectly if you had that that scenery set. It's a shame there's no way to get the board, because if you had all the Sector Mechanica series, it'd be okay. But yeah, you could do that scenery box to make the most of these. That's very cool. It's very like, I don't know, I want to try out these kind of like maps, because it feels a bit more like close confines. Like there's not anywhere really to hide. I say close confines, obviously it doesn't get close in the Gallo Dart, but you know what I mean. You haven't got places to kind of run and hide as much as Sector Mechanicus. And then we've got some reference there as well for your campaign. And then we've got a campaign map. Oh, cool. Right. So we've got a map for your campaign on here as well. That is very cool. Yeah, I'll definitely be giving that a full read, and I'll include more details of it in the written review. Obviously, you can skip backwards and forwards through this video and read for yourself, or even, pick up the box and take full advantage of the campaign in the book. That seems very, very cool. I just wish it came with the scenery, but that seems really, really cool. Quite a unique way of building your Eldar kill teams, while the scouts kind of like what you would expect from a normal sort of building a kill team with your different operatives. So a nice mix of two kill teams there. We've just got the cards to look at, which we're going to do quickly next. So the cards come in some nice little pouches, and basically it's all your tactical objectives, just get that to keep looking at the camera as well. Just get that to focus, your token guide. So this will work really well with your campaign, your different aspect abilities, your equipment, tactical ploys, strategic ploys. So that's the Eldars, and then we've got the same for the Space Marines. So you got your tactical ops, you got your token guide, abilities for your forward scouting, equipment, tactical ploys, strategic ploys. So they're just a repeat of what's in the box. But it's always handy, especially if you're going to like a tournament, to have the cards. I know I went to a kill team tournament earlier on in the year. Kind of didn't really do my research. I should have picked up sort of a proper kill team earlier. It was a really fun event, but I think if I went again, I'd probably take the scouts and have these cards on hand, because it would be a lot easier, especially sort of the data cards as well, rather than flicking through a book or having a look on an app. They are much easier to have sort of physical things for you to have on the tabletop as you're playing. So that is Kill Team Salvation Unboxed. It was a sort of very quick look through the contents. As I've mentioned, there will be a full write-up over on spruesandbrews.com. Link will be in the description, so you can sort of check that out more of a leisurely pace, and I'll go into more detail about that campaign, because I think that's a key thing from this book. Just on first impressions, I think that looks really fun. So I'm definitely going to be reading that and writing it all down for you guys. The models are fantastic in the box. I can't wait to get building those scouts, which is the next thing I'm going to do. And I'm going to pass those striking scorpions on to Jay to build and paint. Now, hopefully, after the next transition, I'll be able to show you some built and painted models. So, fingers crossed as we delve into the future. Okay, so it's been a little bit of time since we unboxed Salvation, and it's time to find out if me and Jay have managed to build and paint some of these models. And the good news is we have. So let's start with the Space Marine Scouts. I've managed to paint a couple of these. So this is my Sergeant. Of course, I've gone with Raven Guard. I'm trying to practice my highlights at the moment. So apologies if they're a little bit messy. I'm trying to get better. But he was a lot of fun to build and paint. With his chain sword. Also trying to work on my skin tones and stuff as well. But yeah, he was an awful lot of fun. Looking forward to using him in battle. So I did him. I've also done the Heavy Bolter guy as well. I'm trying my best, obviously, focusing with... I'm having a bit of problems with my lights at the moment. But if you head over to our review, which will be linked in the YouTube description, you'll be able to jump to the article where I review Salvation, and there'll also be some better photos of these models as well. But there's the Heavy Bolter guy. We then have a Sniper. Needs to do a bit more work on his face. But really enjoyed building and painting him. We've got the Tracker. I think he's probably the best one I painted. So here we go, we've got him. And then Jay's been busy as well. So we've got some striking scorpions. So there's that one. And we've got the Exarch, who's very cool. I really like his orange helmets. They're really nice. He's done a really good job on the skin as well. Again, like the Scouts, there'll be some pictures of these over on spruesandbrews.com as well. Apologies to this unsteady hand. For some reason, my tripod won't work. I'm not having much luck with equipment today, so I'm having to do this by hand, which isn't ideal. We've got another striking scorpion there as well. So, yeah. They're very, very cool. What we'll also have over on spruesandbrews.com, Jay's very kindly given me his some of his metal ones to sort of compare. So that's going to be quite hard to do on video, but with one hand. But I will put some pictures on the website so you can kind of compare the two and see what you think. Try and zoom in a little bit there. So we'll just get the we'll get the Exarch in. There we go. I tried to build them in quite a similar pose as well. Here we go. But I'll get some pictures over on spruesandbrews.com so you can check them out. And that's it. That wraps up this video. So yeah, full review over on the website, along with better images. I'm looking forward to building and painting the rest of the Scouts, as is Jay with the striking scorpions. Then hopefully we'll get some games at Kill Team on the channel. Thanks again to Games Workshop for sending us this box to build and paint and review for you. Until next time, happy hobbying. Bye.